Andrea, and I'm here to help you be successful with your machine, okay? So something that I know is a difficult concept for all of us, myself included. It's that just because you have it doesn't mean you use it. And I want you to be able to use what you have, okay? So one thing I'm going to show you, which maybe a lot of you have, okay, is this right here. It's called a cookbook. But we don't always get it out. So I'm going to inspire you today to actually get out your cookbook and follow along, because it's amazing how many amazing recipes are in here. And if you do them, I promise you'll be successful with your machine, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to make an oatmeal cranberry pancake, okay? It's right here. Oatmeal cranberry pancakes. Are you ready? Okay. So first we're going to start with it says place the first 6 ingredients into the Vitamix container in the order listed above. That's easy. So I'm going to add my milk, 1.5 cups of milk. And I don't have to measure out my milk because why? Because my container has cups on it. Yep, right here. See? No, right here. 1 up to 8. Okay, and then some. So all I have to do is look on there, and we'll get it. Okay. So we're just going to add our milk, 1.5 cups of milk, and that's our first ingredient. This says soy milk, but I'm going to add organic whole milk, because that's what I like to use. You can use whatever floats your boat, okay? So there's my 1.5 cups of my milk. Now I'm going to add 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, or guess what? I forgot to get my wheat today, and so I'm using white, okay? So there's 3/4 cup of my white flour. Definitely I would recommend whole wheat flour, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And here is my baking powder right here. And I'm going to magically disappear. And I'm going to magically reappear and give you guys a disappearing act and a reappearing act, okay? So I have a teaspoon, no, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Uno, dos, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, okie dokie smoky. So a lot of times people will say, oh yeah, I just don't know if I'll use that machine. And I tell people this all the time. If you will be disciplined enough to buy the things at the store that you need to throw in this, I promise you'll use it. That's the biggest thing in my opinion, is when you go to the store, when you get the necessary ingredients to use your machine. And so you'll love it, because you'll love everything that comes out of it if you're following along, and once you get into the groove of it, then it'll be like, oh my gosh, how do I live without this? So I'm just going to help you get into the groove, okay? Now we're going to do 1/4 cup of flax seed meal, or you could use any kind of oat or barley too. It's whatever you like. And then we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt right inside. And then now what we're going to do is it tells us select variable 1, okay? So on the 5200 model you have a variable and a high. So of course I want it down on variable 1. I want to make sure it's on 1, and then I turn it on, okay? So you see it's just going very low. Turn machine on and quickly increase the speed to 10, then to high. Just 20 seconds. It said blend for 20 seconds, turn the machine off, and remove the lid. Voila! Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to select variable 1 and turn the machine on and blend for 15 seconds using the tamper if necessary to press the ingredients into the blades. but we won't need to, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to add our sunflower seeds, our dried cranberries, and our rolled oats, okay? So we had about 1/4 cup of our dried cranberries, and you can just get those like craisins, right? And then the rolled oats, you can just get those rolled oats. And then the other thing I put in there were sunflower seeds. Yeah. So now that those are in there, now it tells me to do what? Select variable 1. Turn the machine on and blend for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Rocket science right there, baby. And now it says let batter sit for 10 to 15 minutes before cooking to yield best texture and flavor. So we know that, right? That sometimes we just want to let things sit a little bit. Get into their own, right? Sometimes we need to sit a little while, you know, cool off or whatever it may be. So now you have your batter, all right? This batter is going to be so fantastic that you are going to want to make pancakes every morning, okay? So remember, this is the oatmeal cranberry pancakes. And it's not the end of the world if you don't have one ingredient or if you want to substitute the cranberries for something else. It's okay. Creativity is a fantastic thing with this machine. You just want to get into the groove of it so that you understand what you like, what tastes good, you get your taste buds on, and then start being creative, alright? So, I'll show you the finished product after I let it bake, okay? And then it will be super fantastic, okay? I'll be right back.